All right, so you graduated from Quip. You played for Coach Smianic in the year 2000 when I was still living large and doing the Highmark show on television with Rhino. So I remember those days. Did you ever think you'd see such a beautiful renovation of this place? Not that it didn't have its mystique and magic before, and we all know the history, right? But to have this happen in Aliquippa, this is just a statement. If you believe it, you can achieve it. This is a wonderful opportunity for these young athletes.
Yes, it's just long overdue. Long overdue. I mean, playing at the pit, that atmosphere, we just hope we can keep that prestige. This field is lovely, nice, beautiful, everything you can ask for. But Friday nights, you still got to play every down, every single play. And we just want to keep the magic here. Just keep that Aliquippa prestige, that homage, and just get after it every Friday night.
I call Coach Rocco, affectionately known as, and it just, no matter what happens, you guys always seem to get up off the canvas. No matter who you're playing, what class you're in, and people talk all the time about numbers. If you really look at the numbers, they could be playing 1A. I mean, seriously. But nobody complains. You just keep your nose to the grindstone and keep moving forward. Whoever gets on a football field with you and they line up on the other side of the line of scrimmage, it's just a Quip mentality that we just won't be denied, huh?
Yeah, I guess it's in the water.
It is.
A lot of people ask what we put in our water. It just goes back to the families from Aliquippa. The steel workers, they worked hard, and they put that inside their kids, and continue. It kept growing and moving on throughout the generations. And that's what we just want to get after. We love the game of football. We prepare and we practice hard, and it shows in the games.
And the other thing, whether it was Coach Smianic, Coach Inessa, Coach Morocco, Coach Warfield, they always get back to you. And they invite you, come on up. It's open, people here tonight just mingling. I love Aliquippa, and Mayor Walker's a good friend, and his brother and their family. I just see a lot of hope, and now Mr. Betters did the deal. We're going to put a steel mill down there along the mighty banks of the Ohio. It's kind of a throwback, but it's got a new feel to it. And the school system here doesn't get enough credit. They do incredible things in those classrooms, don't they?
Right. Just the great men that you spoke of, they are all great men and great family men, and they instill that within this program. And like you said with Dr. Woods, the things that he's doing up there is a blessing. I mean, just bringing, he's an Aliquippa kid, bringing his mystique back to us.
What upsets me is you only hear sometimes the bad stories, which happen in every community, right, but there's a lot of good stories to talk about. And what I witnessed here earlier tonight was some of the young men from junior high, their coaches, their mentors, everybody's orderly, listening, buying in, and having a chance to step foot on this turf after being here for decades when this would have never even been a thought. It really is, I think, some good days for the future of Aliquippa.
I think the plus about that is just junior high's coaching staff, they're majority from Aliquippa, so they know what to bring and what to bring to the table and what they put in, instill in these kids. And just like our high school coaching staff, most of them from Aliquippa. So we know what to do to make these kids winners, just not on the field, off the field too.
Sean Patrick, he is the assistant head coach. Last thing, how did it make you feel when Coach Warfield said, all right, young man, this is your chance to be a top assistant head coach? That's something to be proud of.
It is. I mean, it was a blessing. I mean, I just work hard, keep my head down, do what I'm asked, and just bring, the feel that I have. I just want to give them the opportunities, to better themselves. It's just not all about football. We just want to make better men at the end of the day.
Amen. That's what it's all about. Last thing for sure, some of your favorites watching growing up as a kid. A couple of these young people asked me, and I told one gentleman, I said, look, I've been around a long time. I don't even know where I'd begin, but you got to have a few favorites when you were young growing up.
I did. Chico Williams. Ooh. The Ty Laws,
yeah,
Larry Walker, like you said, the Mayor Walker and his brother Donald and Dewan, Myron Walker. It's just so many greats that come through here. I don't want to leave anyone out, because they'll see me a little bit later, like you ain't mentioned my name. But it's just so many greats that come through here, and we just want to spend homage to them because what they gave back and instilled in, in their kids and their community, we just want to give back.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, the one that never gets enough press, but to me is one of my all-time favorites, Sean Gilbert.
Oh, yes. Oh, Mr. Gilbert.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that name speaks on his own. I mean, he hold a tear on his own. Sean is, I didn't really get a chance to watch Sean because I lived in Atlanta at the time, but Sean was great.
He was great.
He was great.
Listen, Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
Very appreciative and very blessed to be here tonight. And to Coach Warfield, thank you for making this possible. And all I know is somebody said, show them the bleachers over there. These are the newly constructed bleachers. Someone said, you think they're big enough? He said, that just may be enough to hold the Quip fans. You know what I'm saying? The refreshment stand's still the same, and that's good. Old school. Don't change that. I had some good dogs in that place for sure. All right. Have a great night from Carl Ashman Stadium, the new and improved. Absolutely looks good, and you're going to want to be here opening night 2023. It's your Pratte Pack. And don't forget the Allegheny Health Network in conjunction with Highmark Healthcare Company and all of those football games all season long with our crew at KDKA 100.1 FM AM 1020, your flagship connection with the WPIAL. It's your Pratte Pack. Off to Beaver Falls and the Larry Bruno Foundation. Their big dinner coming up in Shadow Lakes on July 29th.